gotta say, every single morning I wake up and I see more stuff coming from Britain to the point where I have to ask, like, is this a real country? Like, why does the government hate its people so much? It's puzzling, really. See, I started my channel back in 2016 in order to push against censorship and government overreach. Was a different culture back then. Like, this type of thing, it's not that it would be considered unacceptable. Like, it would be considered literal hell for most people. Like, they would write books called Cyberpunk in order to traumatize an entire generation about, like, look what the evil future looks like. And apparently now we're here, right? Like, in Britain, apparently, they're using artificial intelligence to spy on people's social media posts in order to figure out if they're paying their taxes or not. You know, I mean, okay, you can do that, but, like, at what point can people ask, are you becoming like China? Like, how many of these regulations have to pass until someone, like, legitimately asks, if I have to emigrate right now, which is a better option? Is it Britain or China? And we're not talking about, like, the Tiananmen Square China, right? We're talking about, like, modern day China, like today, right? Where do you have more privacy? I remember when the whole crackdowns in Hong Kong happened, there were a lot of British flags, and people were saying, no, like, we want Britain because of freedom. It's going to become to a point where you're going to have, like, the Chinese people from London emigrating back to China because they have more freedom there. I'm not kidding, like, seriously, like, legit conversation. How many of these laws do they get to pass until people say, all right, well, I actually get more privacy, I actually get more freedom in communist China than I have here in Britain? It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, so if you don't know what HMRC is, it's His Majesty's Revenue and Customs, right? And so they admitted to using AI in order to monitor taxpayers' social media accounts as part of criminal investigations into tax fraud. So the tax authority said that AI tools are being used alongside the department's traditional checks to analyze online posts, including those about expensive holidays or large purchases. If they appear inconsistent with your declared income, officials insist that the technology is deployed only in criminal cases with robust safeguards in place. Okay, so, like, why is this a problem? Like, why are people complaining? Well, it's because that the people who study history and the people who understand bureaucracy have actually coined a word for what's happening here. And it's called mission creep. Mission creep means that once you create a system and you normalize it, it's going to expand. It's how bureaucracy works. Like, it always functions in order to create more bureaucracy. And so, yeah, okay, you have an AI system that monitors only people under criminal cases. Good. What's stopping it for, like, in 10 years or so, expanding and saying, like, why should it only be criminal cases? Why can't it be everyone? Like, the technology is there, right? Like, why can't we just release the algorithm to monitor every single citizen? What's to stop it? Because, like, there's no more moral framework, right? Like, if people are willing to say, yeah, like, AI should be used, then why should it only be used on people that are criminal? Why can't it be used to flag potential criminals? And then it's like, okay, so they're using AI in order to make sure that people are paying their taxes. Why can't they use the AI in order to make sure that people aren't doing hate speech? Or that people aren't commenting against the government? Or that if there is legitimate criticism against the government, why can't they use the AI in order to figure out ways how to frame that legitimate criticism as hate speech in order to protect the government? This is why people are upset, right? Because, like, anyone that knows history, anyone that understands bureaucracy, knows exactly what's happening. I mean, the left always used to say, right, racist jokes normalize racism. Sexist jokes normalize sexism. Using AI to police your citizens, what do you think that normalizes? And so the question is like, well, why is it bad, right? Well, the first thing that's bad is that in 2025, the always question is like, are people trying to skim their taxes? Are they trying to not pay their due shares? But you never have the question that would go alongside this, which should be, how is the government spending the taxes? Like, is the money collected from the citizens actually going to just causes? And as we saw in the United States, with US aid, a lot of the times it's not. Right? And you have like situations where, in Britain, for instance, you have hotel owners that are billionaires now operating outside the market because like they don't have to worry about the off season anymore because like the government literally pays them so that they can house migrants 24/7 in their hotels. So they're making a lot of money. Where is that money coming from? Well, the taxpayer. What is the government trying to do? Is it trying to find solutions that are cheaper in order to deal with the crisis? No, like they're trying to make sure that the taxpayer pays every little cent so that it goes to the billionaire that's the hotel owner. And this is just one example of a grift. Like there's many others, right? And so this is why people are upset. People are upset that this law yet again targets the peasantry. The average Joe, right? Like it doesn't target the hotel owner. It doesn't target the big businesses. They're not the ones posting vacation videos on social media. It's the average Joe that does. And so what is the actual ramification of this? Well, the actual ramification is that people are going to start self-censoring and people are literally going to become afraid of the internet. Like, seriously, think about it. Do you enjoy being audited? I don't think there's a single human being on planet Earth that enjoys being audited. It doesn't matter if the person pays all their taxes on time and does everything. Like, the very fact that you still have to get your accountant and talk to the government and get all the forms ready, and it's like a hassle. No one wants to go through that. And it's also, the emotions. Like, okay, you do pay your taxes on time, but like, what if your accountant made a mistake? What if you have to pay a fine? No one enjoys that. It's kind of like the equivalent of getting swatted when it comes to the fiscal world, right? Like, if you didn't do anything and you have the SWAT coming into your house, do you enjoy it? No. They didn't come for you, but like still, right? And so, most people don't like getting audited, and like most people are going to make sure that now, if they're aware that posting your images on social media can increase scrutiny, well, people are going to live with the fear that maybe when you go on a vacation, you shouldn't post where you have gone. Because the AI may flag it. And again, like, it's not a human, right? Like, it's not someone that understands your social media history. It's an AI. So what does this mean? Well, what it means is that if you actually receive a vacation as a gift, like let's say a rich family member is celebrating something and they're inviting you to go on vacation with them, or, maybe someone passed away and you inherited a fortune, or someone simply gave you a gift, well, now, if you post it on social media, the AI doesn't know and the AI flags. And not to mention, like, again, I do think that they're training these systems in order to do the mission creep and expand them even further. And the question becomes, like, at which point is the United Kingdom worse than Russia? Like, at which point is the United Kingdom worse than China? From the perspective of you, right? Like, you, the person, living in those nations, not from a moral perspective. Not it's like, oh, but like, what does Russia do? No. Like from the lifestyle that you can have living in one of these three nations. Like, how much worse can it get before people say, all right, well, maybe this is enough? Like, why are we living like this? Like, are we in the middle of a war? Are we trying to solve, like, a huge crisis? Like, what justifies this? Why can't we live the same way we lived 10 years ago? Like, how was our lives worse back then? I actually had a person coming up to me and being upset that I criticized Academic Agent and saying, it's like, well, V, your politics are stuck in 2016. Right? Like, Academic Agent has moved beyond those politics. Like, he has become enlightened. You're like the barbarian in the cave, not understanding how the world works, and then we move past that. Like, our cities have advanced. And I'm starting to wonder, was life better or worse back then? Like, why exactly do I need to change my politics in order to justify this shit? How is this making my life better? How is it making your life better? How is it making our lives better? Like, what exactly do we gain from, like, the internet becoming a totalitarian state? And the reason that they're doing this is, like, at some point, imagine this, right? Like, let's say you have a protest, a trucker protest or something. The government makes an overreach, or the banks fuck up, or something happens, right? And people, like, legitimately, they go out in order to express their grievances. All the government has to do is to ask the AI who are the leaders of the protest, right? Like who are the malcontents. And then they're not going to charge them for what they did at the protest, because that looks bad, right? Like you're making them martyrs. But they have like a documented 10-year, 15 years history of internet activity, of stuff they posted on social media, of, right? And like find something. And so like you're not arresting them for disturbing the peace or being against Keir Starmer or anything like that. Like no, you're auditing them on how they filed their taxes years ago, because on social media they posted a picture while they're on a beach. How do they justify that? You're making them busy, basically, right? Like now they can't go out and protest. Now they have to deal with your audits. You have all the information that they said 6 years ago. Oh, they said racismus on social media. Well, maybe you're not going to charge them, right? The statute of limitations apply. But wouldn't it be a shame if their workplace found out? Shouldn't they consider staying at home rather than protesting? This is literally how China deals with malcontents in 2025. They don't have to arrest everyone. They don't have to put people in prison anymore. They figured out ways, like I was told, they moved on past that. For better or for worse, right? And so, like, no, other nations don't have to live like this. And again, like, if it was just that, if it was just, oh, they're using AI to scam people, all right. But it's like another thing. Every single morning I wake up and I find more things about Britain. And the scary thing is, like, I don't live in Britain, right? But I'm looking what's happening and I'm wondering, well, what's preventing it from coming here? And I think, like, the only explanation is culture. Like, people here are resisting this nonsense, although I'm starting to notice cracks. Like, I'm starting to notice that maybe the internet is the bad thing, because people getting exposed to these types of ideas are making our country less resistant to authoritarian shit. But anyway, right, what do you guys think? And as you can see here, like, if you're outraged, you're not the only one. Like, even people from this article are saying that they're skeptic of the idea that a machine must always be right in what creates a scandal. The AI monitoring to operate alongside Connect, data analyst seems to use it for routine tax investigations, right? So, like, it's already moving past the idea, oh, it's only, like, for criminals. It's like, no, it's now part of routine. The department is trailing AI-powered assistants to help the public complete tax returns and to support compliance. Right? So, like, on one way, they make you trust the machine to make it more useful for you, and on the other way, like, they're using it in order to crack down on you. It is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.